All right, guys, your next comedian, she's very earnest. She's single in a cool and sexy way. So please welcome Katie Snails.
Hello, everyone. All right, I want you guys to make some noise if you got dumped during the pandemic. Yeah, I see my people out there. All right. Make some noise if you're lonely and sad. Cool, I think that covers everybody here. So I have a story that'll maybe make you all feel a little less alone. A bit of background, so I just got off of taking medical leave from work. It's called FMLA, and yes, that does stand for Fuck My Life, actually. I was taking medical leave because I got diagnosed with PTSD. I work in public health. I'll let you figure out how these two things are connected. So yeah, the world was burning around me. My mental health was terrible, but there were other things in my life that were going really well. Like, for example, I was in love. I was in my first big R relationship, as in we were moving in together. And I thought we were in it. Like, their birthday was in most of my passwords. Yeah. And we had passed some significant relationship milestones. Like, they had pooped in front of me. Not like on purpose, not like in a kinky way, just like sometimes you don't know you have to take a dump until you do. So I was shocked when they dumped me for someone else 1 month into the year-long lease we had just signed. Yeah, it was bad. But it was then that I started to notice all the red flags I had been willfully ignoring the whole time I knew them. Like, for one, they are really full of themselves. So, a few days before they were going to move out, I came to them. I wanted to be really real. I was crying, and I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get over you. And they were like, I know. And I was like, oh, thank you for that. That actually helps me get over you. Thank you. Anyone who's been through a bad breakup knows the process of reclaiming you have to go through, right? You gotta reclaim all the food, music, places that you once shared with your now mortal enemy. I started that process early. So another bit of background about me. I love breakfast sandwiches. A good breakfast sandwich, one of my favorite things in the world. So a few weeks before the breakup, I found this place in Ballard that I was excited to try. I planned a whole cute date around it. I went there with my soon-to-be ex. We had phenomenal breakfast sandwiches, best I've ever had in Seattle. And then we proceeded to have our last good day together as a couple. Fast forward a few weeks, they're packing their boxes. My heart has been ripped out, metaphorically. I'm bleeding all over the floor, metaphorically. And they come to me all casual, and they're like, hey, where did we get those breakfast sandwiches from? And I was like, I don't remember. But I remembered. I reclaimed that shit. You can't take breakfast sandwiches away from me, you backstabbing toad. By the way, backstabbing toad is a gender-affirming, non-binary insult. I hate my ex, but I'm still pro-trans rights. Yeah, so I've been reclaiming a lot of stuff these past few months. Shout out to all my friends in the audience that have been helping me reclaim. Actually, shout out to all of you in the audience. You're all unwitting participants on my journey to healing my trauma. Thank you. Yeah, so reclaiming things. I also had to reclaim my bidet attachment. So, a weird quirk about my ex is that every time after they take a shit, they have to take a shower. They don't want to leave the house feeling like their butt is dirty. So it meant that every time we were trying to go on a day trip or a hike or something, we were always running late because we had to wait for them to finish their whole routine. So me being the thoughtful partner that I am, and also tired of being late all the time, I bought them a bidet attachment, which is basically like a shower in your toilet that's just for your butt. For those of you not in the know. So they moved out. I still have the bidet. I bought the bidet for that asshole, so I just want to share it with the other assholes in my life. Asshole is a classic non-binary insult. So like every time my friends come over, those other assholes in my life, every time they come over, I'm like trying to like evangelize it to them. I'm like, I want my friends to feel comfortable pressure washing their asshole with icy cold water in my home. That's all I want. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks, guys.
Hell yes, KT Snails, everyone!